Good afternoon, it's DJ Sweetly for Let the Youth Live. We're all about solutions to keeping the youth alive. And welcome to the Let the Youth Live podcast. I'm going to wait for a few people to join us. Big up to Alex Ruddock, big up to you. Shout out to Piper946. I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday so far. Now, if you don't already know about us at Let the Youth Live, please follow us on all social networks, Let the Youth Live. We do these weekly podcasts where we discuss and action solutions. It's out of hand out here in the UK. In London where I am, there's a war going down out here and our children are being preyed on. Shout out to Carl Scott, shout out to Valentis. So there is a war going on out here. Our youth need protecting. It's down to us to stand up. We know that we can do this. We're working on specifically safety of the youth, right? Because they're not safe to go to parties. They're not safe to go to parks. They're not safe to go to the shop. They're not safe to go to school, right? They're not safe at carnival, right? They're not safe anywhere, right? And it's not just the youth. No one's safe out here. Right, Valentis wants to come on. We'd love to get you on, all right? I'll take your live in, say, a minute or so, all right? I just want to briefly speak about some of the things that we're actioning right now. Shout out as well to my girl, Crystalla. Lots of love, my darling. I don't know if you're going to be able to come up on the live today, but let me know, all right? But I just thought before I take anyone up on the live, I'm gonna just run through a few things that we're doing, all right? Now, everything that we're doing, easy to access for people, not gonna take a lot of your time to do, right? But we're gonna get change out of this. Shout out to you too, my darling. Enough love to you, Crystalla. Right, she said she's going to try to come on the live, but she's just at work. Right, just before I take off the live from Valentis, right? So, right, we're looking for a Cobra meeting, all right? That's our top priority. We want suggestions from people, right? How we're going to get that Cobra meeting, right? We know it's going to take drastic action. No marching's going to do it. No, protests is going to do it, all right? Yeah, we need direct action. We need drastic action, right? And what I'm thinking is going to take is something like what Extinct Rebellion have just done. They've just superglued themselves in a circle in Parliament, right? Now, that's the kind of action that I think we need to be taking, right? Because we can't wait another year. We can't just keep accepting that the government, we're doing all these initiatives and we've got all these opportunities. Our kids can't go, they can't go to sign on, right? They can't go to the council, right? You know why? Because of these borderlines where they're getting G-checked, all right? And we're sick of it. Our children need protecting, all right? It's down to us, right? And this is why we're pushing to do what we're doing, all right? Let's take this live now from Balatis. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Balatis sequences. All right, I'm going to take the live now, all right? But big up to everyone who's locked in. Could you please share the live, right? The more people that hear this, right? Because we're looking for the right people, the ones who know what's going down. They know, they don't have to be persuaded about, it's serious out here. This can affect anyone's child, right? Because the right people know, all right? And that's who we're looking for. We're looking for action and now, All right, so let's take this. Crystalla's saying, I would super glue myself to you any day. Yeah, me too. But it's like they done it fingertips, yeah? But I'm thinking shoulder to shoulder, like boob to boobs. But yeah, they have to get specialists in, right, to dissolve the glue. Right, so nothing we've done for the last 8 to 10 years has worked to get the government's attention. So we're looking for ideas like that. Let me take this live. Sorry to keep you, all right, Valentis. The imprinted Titan sequence, big up to you. Let's take you on the live. But yeah, drastic action. And now, right, we haven't got time to wait. The youth haven't got time to wait. Big up for joining us.
Hello, pleasure to meet you as well.
You too. Did I say the name correctly?
Balladis.
Balladis.
Yeah, but you guys can call me the Titan sequence.
Ah, the TARDIS sequence, yeah?
Titan, correct.
Titan, sorry. Oh, bless you though for joining us today, all right? So what's your take on what's going on out here?
See, I'm from Melbourne, Australia. Shout out to UK, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I love your work. I respect it as well. And I'm a
lots of love.
I'm a problem solver myself. I am a motivational speaker and a watch designer, and I would love to actually just be a part of that. So,
that's amazing. Blessings to you, and all the way from Australia.
Yes,
Yeah. What's it like over there? Because I have got family, but I've never gone over. Yeah, have you always lived there?
I've been here for about 10 years.
20 years?
10.
Oh, 10, sorry.
Yeah, so one thing that we do, one of the, I guess, crises that we face in Melbourne, Australia, it's, I guess the generation, that they need a place of belonging, and they feel like the streets, I guess, is the only way they gain respect, or, you know, just have a place of being welcome somewhere. And they feel like they have to do the necessary things they need to do to just earn a kind of respect, yeah.
So what's it like over there in Australia? Because, I mean, you must see, you know...
Lifestyle?
Yeah.
Be more specific, sorry.
Oh, right, yeah, it's like with knife crime, gun crime, gangs.
Yeah, there was a stage, I guess, a phase where it was pretty bad, but I guess it all comes down to... That's a good question, but it's all right. Like, it's got me there. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It just depends on the individual, what they seek, their desires, their goals, what they're willing to change about themselves, their circumstances.
See, here we have a street culture that is pushed from every avenue, every angle, TV, the music, the films, the clothing, the all of it, you know, and it's like it's pushing the narrative, you know, that this is okay, that the death, you know, demise of our young people to knife crime, to gun crime, to just serious violence. And what we discovered was that there's nothing in place here in the UK, and I would imagine probably globally, right? There's nothing in place that protects young people, right? Social media, one of the biggest, like, they never had to provide any evidence that they would protect children and their content. They take no responsibility, and we're getting a lot of social media murders here. A lot.
Do you reckon it's the lack of leadership or the lack of systems?
Right. The system is set up exactly the way it's supposed to be by the people who've set that up, right? So what we're doing as a collective across the UK with like-minded people, we're looking to change the system piece by piece, and we are attacking the system. Every part of that.
Yeah.
Every part of it. Right, because we can change it. It's been designed to be changed, and it's about people taking action and making a change.
So where do you reckon you'll start if you had to target a root cause?
What did you
Where would
say?
you first know?
So what do we have to do?
So you said there's a problem, right? The crisis is that the systems are, yeah, need some rearrangement, I'll
Yeah.
say.
So,
So where
right.
would you
So what
start
we
if there was
want,
those a root? Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So what we want, right, is an emergency cabinet meeting here that they've never called one, the government, ever, for knife crime, gun crime, the death of our children, right? The fact they're being preyed on, the fact that they're being abused. It's shocking when you know the reality of how our children are being preyed on. Through drugs, in the care system, elders. They see money on our children's heads, and it's disgusting. And we need to step in, protect them. We're working on law changes for child exploitation. We're working on law change for bleed control, because there's none of that there wasn't any in the UK. I don't know about Australia, but we're pushing for a new law where every public building has to have bleed control, right? So at the moment, in a lot of places, somebody has an accident or somebody is stabbed, shot, has catastrophic blood loss, right? If they wait for an ambulance, most times they will just bleed out on the street and not survive. Now, these kits, the public can use. Anybody who's first at the scene of a incident, they can get involved and they can save life.
So are you blaming the environment or are you blaming the government?
No, it's not really. It's all of us, right? Because we've allowed this without standing up, right? Admittedly, some people
You,
didn't know what was going on and still don't know what's going on, right?
so
So
if
we're
you had
just
to,
focusing on specific areas where children aren't safe, and that has to change.
is it because of the lack of employment, the lack of education?
Yep, you've got exclusions, right? We're
Good.
working on that, school exclusions, because schools do not take into account a child who has been preyed on, right, by an elder, has been groomed into going to county lines, which are to remote places to sell drugs, right, on behalf of big dealers. But these are children, right? What
Yeah.
they are witnessing when they're in these cuckoo houses, right? Absolutely disgusting, right? We've got children going missing daily here. We see the posters, missing, 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 missing. They've been groomed. They've been sent to go and sell drugs. Most times they come back, but nothing's said. This is what's going on. So we've got poverty is a problem, the education system, kicking children out of school when they're the victims. I could go really in depth, but I could go on for weeks, right? So
Yeah, I
let's
understand that.
say poverty, education, right? We're
Poverty,
working on law
education.
change for all of that right now.
Okay. So what
And
you
we're
trying to do
working
with
with
your,
others. We're not doing this off our own, because we couldn't do it on our own. We're working with a lot of people across the UK because these changes have to happen. I could not live with myself. When it's time for me to leave this earthly plane, I cannot leave this as it is. Our children need us.
yeah, you being a leader yourself and with your community, it's really good what you're doing, and I respect it. And yeah, it's just coming down to the solutions,
Yes.
finding causes, the root causes of the problems, and starting with laws, changing laws. That's a big step for you, and it comes with a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, and it's not
Yeah.
not easy at all because it's against the
Good luck.
grain, isn't it? I mean, the system's big, but I found this wonderful book a few years ago, and it broke down all about the system and the fact that
But
when
you
it
know
was
that system.
designed, that it's designed for the people to make changes to it. But you know, people understanding that they can do that. Because a lot of time people think we can't change anything. It's out of our hands. It's out of our control. But there's more of us than there is of them.
I reckon there's 24 hours. I believe that there's 24 hours in a day. No one has more, no one has less. And what we do between these hours, what determines our success. So, yeah. It gets deep. It's like one day every word that you're ever going to hear is going to be shown to you by God. The image of your world created by your words.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to the youth, they just need an ambition, a place to strive in, a place to grow in, a community that welcomes them, so they can express their talents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
they don't, yeah.
See, we're
It's
getting,
just
there's a
maybe a
lot
lack of
of, oh, go on, sorry.
continue.
Yeah, I was just going to say, see, our government are investing right now into a lot of opportunities, right? So
That's great.
there's positives in all the negatives, right?
Oh
So
wow.
they're putting a lot of money in, lots of really good initiatives, but there's a part missing, which is how do the children get to these initiatives and opportunities in one piece,
Have
and
you thought
even
of
going to these
fundraisers,
places.
events, doing fundraisers, events, going out there, just coming like I'm black myself, I'm African, and just I understand like the other side of it. You know, growing up in my personal environment back in Sudan, it's very tough and it's difficult. You know, the things my parents had to do for me to come here and get this kind of opportunity to become anything I want. You know, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all about they just need to, yeah. It's up to the leaders. There's a lack of leadership.
Definitely.
They need people to look up to.
Mm-hmm.
It
Because this
just
seems to
change.
be, yeah, the role models. Like here,
Yeah, thank you.
what
You,
they're
you
calling
said it
role
too.
models
Yeah.
is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
But it's about change. It's about my real focus is I want young people to feel safe, and I want
Yeah.
young people to be able to have fun as they
Mm.
should before they become an adult. Be able to be a child. You know, children here are being given so much responsibility. You know, some of them the head of the household at an early age, you know, the only one bringing in money, you know, it's a lot for children.
Mm.
Yeah, Christella's saying there is no real role models. No, there isn't. And all these huge
They need more
platforms,
leadership programs, definitely.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
they could do, yeah, mentoring, um,
Yeah.
just,
Institutions,
mm-hmm,
libraries. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, big up. We've got Prevent a Predator on here. Big up to you, yeah. He's just joined us. He's an amazing guy, Titan. He's out there, yeah, catching predators who are preying on our young people. Yeah,
uh,
he
yeah.
doesn't mess about. I tell you, like, you know, because that's another thing, because we discuss a lot on this podcast because it's about
Yeah,
keeping the
I
youth
know.
alive, right?
Yeah.
So that tends to come up as well. The predators out there that are preying
Yeah.
on our children. You know,
Yeah.
the laws here are
They're
in their
eating all.
favours. You know,
Yeah.
that's another thing that we want to change.
Survival. Yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
definitely survival. Yeah.
Yeah. And educating people so they understand as well. Because when we've spoken out, you know what signs to look out for, predators,
Oh.
what they're going for. You know, we warn single parents, like, you know, to be very careful online dating, because you have two types of predators out there. You've got the ones who snatch your kid off the street, who are strangers, and then you've got people that are trusted, who have gained access to either, you know, the mum, and they will wait years. They will wait years before they make a move until they've got trust. So, what's Christella saying? Oh, hang on, we've got Mr. Dirty, who says No part of their problem is children no longer idolize their parents. Yeah, it's true. They don't. They're not looking up to their parents, are they? Shout out
That's just,
to Mackenzie as well. Crystalla saying, big up to you, prevent a predator. We support you all the way. Oh, he's saying, why are we laughing? I'm not laughing, yeah, but
it's a serious matter,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
People find it hard to stand what we're up against. It's not it's a normal life for others. It's a shock to their system. It's shocking. It is totally shocking what is going on, but it's about us working on change and working together, pushing what each other are doing, because we're all doing different parts, but in a total, we're going to get change from this. And I know, I believe it.
Unity is
I
key,
feel it.
definitely. Yeah.
I know it's coming.
There's a rise coming, definitely.
Yes. Yeah, we do. So I'd like to get Prevent a Predator up. If you're able to come on the live, would be great to get you up. Because I'd like to find more out about exactly, you know, what you're doing out there. Who else have we got? Big up to Marsha and Rob. Shout out to you. But yeah, so it's about protecting our children from the dangers out there. And it's like, I mean, I've seen a lot over the years. You know, I'm getting on now. I've seen, you know, things over the years, but I've never witnessed anything like what's going on now that's happening to children.
Wow.
I've never ever they're just allowed to, people are allowed to use our children, send them to county lines.
But there's a lot of perspectives when you say children. Like you're saying, the elders, the parents, the streets. How do you fit into that? What part do you play into that in changing that whole system around?
What for
Of
each
taking them
part?
out of that kind of environment and put them in a better situation, whether if it's in programs or events.
Yeah, see that we've got loads of that going on, right?
Oh, that's good.
That we don't have any issues with, right? Because they're doing all that, right? And I can vouch for this, and this has happened in the last couple of years. But what hasn't happened is any protection for when these kids try and go to these opportunities, because they're getting ambushed on the way, getting G-checked, right? Where are you from? You look like so-and-so. You're so-and-so's friend. And then the next minute they're stabbed up, could die, right? All because they've gone to an opportunity. And like I was saying earlier, sometimes it's the job centre or the council put them in accommodation where, you know, they can't go to that area.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's destroying our kids, as Crystalla's saying, right? People are preying on them. And that's what we've got to join up to stop this happening.
Yeah.
But a big up to everybody, you know, who's on this live, who's doing something, who, you know, wants change, right? Because it's us, right? Because that's what we're going with, the people who don't need this broken down. You already know these issues and that, kids are dying.
Yeah.
But I want to shout out to 9-5 as well, who's just joined us. It'd be good to get you up on the live. We had a great community link up with 9-5 the other day.
Can I ask you a question before you continue? What made you start this journey of becoming a leader and independent woman like yourself?
Right, I'll very briefly touch on it because
and loves your country and you know want to change systems. Like, who are you? Tell us your story.
Recently done a 4-part interview, right, which will break down. See all the questions you asked me earlier, more in depth, right, about what the hell is going on, right? So I'll send you the link for that, right? So whenever you can, just have a read through and you'll see that. Now I've just done another interview, right, and they're both not the other one's for America, and I've literally explained how I got to be doing what I do today, how I got here and how I got involved. So a more in-depth one, but I'll just give you a quick kind of briefing. So for the last 10 years, I've been supporting artists and producers across
Yeah.
the whole of the UK,
Wow.
because I realised that there was some sick talent across the UK. I was shocked
Yeah.
by what I was hearing on the radio, and I personally knew much better artists, people with much better lyrics, people who were sick, right? So I have promoted these artists for the last 10 years. I do global radio play for them.
Oh
I
wow.
promote them. I do live performances with them. We do events, but literally support for my featured artists and producers. So while on that journey, and also having young daughters who were growing up, I started to see, hang on, there's some concerning things going on, right? So it started to be, like when my daughter was going to secondary school, I started to get a bit more concerned. I could see knife crime was escalating. I knew about a lot of incidences. I was hearing about certain people going missing, artists that I knew being ambushed on the way to studio, and like communicating with people across the UK. I knew it wasn't just London; it was the whole of the UK who had exactly the same issues going on. So I started to support people who I came across while on the music journey that were doing exceptional things that I was like, wow, these people are amazing, right? But they're not getting any
Good.
funding, and they're not getting any help, and they're not they're getting that, like, hang on, we need to promote them, and we need to get people to help them and give them money, and or raise funds or volunteer, and right. So I was doing that, and I started up Let the Youth Live. Then I've been involved in huge marches, demonstrations over the years where we did a massive knife crime campaign. Your city says no to serious youth violence. So I did that. 53 towns and cities came out.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Well
it was
done.
massive,
Well
right?
done.
But nothing
Yeah.
changed, right? So I thought, this is crazy. Hang on, this is mad, right? So I then,
Oh,
and I didn't really have the time really to, like, I
you're
was
not
full
done
time
yet.
with the music, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, this is crazy, right? But in the meantime, my daughter had her 17th birthday party, and we had security, but we discovered that most people had brought knives and hidden them. Right, that was the first I kind of thought, hang on, I realised there's something going on here. Why would people bring knives to parties? Why would they? It's a party. And there was an incident. I had to break it up with another mum. Luckily, it was all okay in the end. So that was one thing. Then I had my daughter's boyfriend at the time, not long after. He was stabbed. He survived, thankfully. So so we had all of that. Also, a very good friend of mine, his grandson was murdered a few years ago on the way to a New Year's Eve party, and he lost his life. So kind of all of that, the researching into things, the looking at, hang on, why is nothing changing? Like, because it just was, I couldn't work out what is going on here. So I've had to research into things. I've had to read a lot of things. I've had to, read reports, knife crime reports, watch Parliament, right, with the laws that they're bringing in, because I didn't believe that we can trust them to do the right thing, because we've been trusting everyone and nothing's happening. So that's
I
kind
love
of
it.
how I
You got
got
a
into this.
reason. You got
And
a reason.
I've
Yeah.
been connecting with so many people over the years, right? Amazing people who are doing similar, right, around the country. but we support each other and we push, you know, like we've got a petition out, we've got friends who've got petitions, but these petitions, they're not just, oh, just, you know, increase this will sort things out. This is well thought out, definite things that will keep the youth alive, right? What we're struggling with is like-minded people to sign these petitions, right? That's what we're kind of up against, is getting people on board with this, because we're finding a lot of times it's people who've already lost someone. And, you know, instead of people who have, you know, like we need as many people on board with this for change to happen.
Yeah. You should run for government.
Funny enough, yeah.
For real.
Yeah, this has been a topic, for many months, yeah. So it looks like I'm going to go for councillor in my local area. I did get asked to be on a TV show quite recently, which was called Make Me Prime Minister. And I was going for it as well, but I had to pull out because my daughter's very ill at the minute. She's had she's got long COVID, so they wanted me to stay away for like 2 weeks. I can't do that. I'm a single parent, you know, and my child's ill. But they're keeping me in mind for the second series.
That's amazing! Congratulations to your success.
Thank you. Wow. But what a pleasure to meet you today. Thank you so much for joining us. I think we have got somebody else who wants to come up on the live. Crystalla's saying we need to come together more. Yes, because it feels so good, you know, working with like-minded people, lovely people.
Yeah, catch a flight to Melbourne.
I'd love to. When I come, I'm coming to visit you. All right?
Yeah, I'll show you my city.
Yeah. And like I said, I would promote everything that you're doing as well going
and I'll
forward.
do the same from my side. Shout out to UK as well. Yeah.
Enough love to you, all right? Yeah. And a pleasure to meet you, all right?
You too.
Bless up,
thank
man.
you.
All right, take care. That was lovely to get him on, Titan. Wow, and thank you everyone for taking part today. Crystalla's saying, yeah, it takes the guts to fight the fight. I'm just going to see who's on the live. I haven't looked. It's Crystalla, right? Yeah. Right, hopefully Crystalla will join us very, very soon. Yay!
Hi, babes.
Hello.
You all right?
Lots of love to you.
Sorry, everyone, I'm at work. Well, I always am, but yeah, just like in reference to what everyone's saying, like we need more done. Like there's actual real people that are out here risking their life.
Yep.
Yeah. Me, you, Prevent a Predator, 9-5, all of us, yeah, and other people that are out here living our life to save communities, to save young people, to save domestic violence victims, and all we're up against is a system that ain't helping us.
Yeah, we're up against it, aren't we? It's a complete opposite. Yeah.
All the time. And it's like, unless we all start making a stand and working together, guys, like, I don't know how big we can make this movement, but I believe that we can.
And the thing is, we need action now, right? Because it's all well and good. Everywhere I kind of listen, anyone who's else other than us, really, us lot who are speaking out, it's more about long term, isn't it? You know, like things to be better in 10 years. But we've got to save life now. And it takes, you know, standing up, being strong, speaking out, even when, like us, we have anxiety, you know, but we push through it because we see the vision. We feel for the young people. You know, you've worked in that whole environment with the young people, saving lives for years, like many, many years.
Exactly. You know? And let me tell you, I'm a woman of my word, yeah? For 20 years, I've been fighting this. But there was one particular young person that touched my life differently, yeah? And when I tell you, I told her I would never stop fighting, I mean it. That is my young G. And I will keep my word to all the young people, to all the women that don't find a way out. I'm big enough to back my talk, innit?
Yep, you certainly are.
I ain't backing down from no one, mate. It ain't happening. So
Yeah.
unless I'm evolving around people that are seriously on this mission, I actually can't associate myself like
Yeah.
with
That's
people that
where
don't
I'm
think
at.
the same as me.
That's where I'm at, because for many years, I mean, I was saying this the other day to someone, you know, like I used to chase people down that were the so-called leaders, the people saying they're doing stuff, right? I'm chasing them down, not getting any, it was like weird confusion, you know, trying to explain it to certain people why we have to do this, why it's so important, right? But if you've seen with your own eyes, then you know, like, you just know. And if you've got, you know, you look after kids, you have kids, you're going to know what it's like when they say they want to go somewhere. I'm going here, I'd like to go there. Like, the fear of being a parent and carer these days. And there's nothing, no
Exactly.
support for them. Like, where's the support? There isn't any fucking support, is there? There's no support.
I mean, there is, but they have to want to take it as well, sweetly. Like, we have to educate parents to fully understand the grooming process, you know, how that turns into, you know, pedophiles hunting young kids for their
Yeah,
own wickedness, for people that are using violence to kill young people in certain aspects of like county lines and to make an example of them. Like, come on, man, you're big enough to lay down and make a child, but you're not big enough to actually take on board the risks that associate them with everyday life. Like, what is this?
yeah, because it's
And I'm sorry,
shocking.
but we have to take it, like, people have to start taking accountability.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that with the greatest respect, because I know how hard it must be to be a parent, yeah?
Yeah.
But come on, like, we're waking up every day
Mm-hmm.
seeing this.
Yeah. And the thing is, for people out there that don't know what to do, right, or don't understand things, like, we're here, right, for that, to help break down anything people don't understand, if they're not clear about anything, why this is happening, who is to blame, what is going on, right? I've broken that down for people, like I said in that online article, right? The initiatives that we're pushing as well, the GoFundMe, the petitions that we're doing, they're all things that can make action now. And we're running out of time for the young people. It's like, enough was enough a long time ago. We didn't even think it would still be going, did we? Like, because it was so bad. And look how,
Honestly, it's just like, it's ridiculous. I don't, like, let's just take Prevent a Predator. Tell me how every single parent in the UK is not backing this man.
yeah, exactly. Is
How?
he still on here? Because we really want you on if you are.
I don't know. I'm not sure, babe. How can we check?
Oh,
How can we invite him?
I think I might be able to do it on here. So hang on. You
Yes.
right,
Yes, my
you
brother.
talk,
Come,
yeah, and I'll
yes.
try and do it. Right, hang
Respect
on.
to you. Shout out to Angelina. I love you, baby girl. I love you.
Love to
This
you.
is for you, fam. Don't get it twisted.
Right, here he is. I'm gonna add him up. Okay, I've invited him to join. All right, so hopefully he will.
Because I don't
Oh yeah, he's saying,
understand.
"Let me join. Let me join." Yes, we want to see
Yes.
you.
I don't understand. It's beyond my comprehension how even the police forces and the safeguarding of local councils are not on this shit.
Yeah, the council are a joke. I can speak for my council. Yeah, it is shocking, right? I can't even get them to sort out the bleed control, let alone all the real serious shit that's going on. Like, but this is why, you know, it is true. Everyone keeps saying to me about becoming the
Oh,
counsellor. That's what needs to happen. I'm going to have to do that. So then my voice will be heard. I'll be able to say stuff and speak out about the fact that the children are not being protected, which they're not.
exactly. And the thing is, no one can say that we're fake and we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing yet. Here's another one of my young people. Look what she's saying, my guardian angel, fam. Because
Uh,
it's the truth. Because she
yeah.
done those, fam. When she was riding, I was riding. I will be there for her. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's
Just
what I
because I
mean. We
can't
don't
promote
let people
everything.
down. We don't let people down, do we? We're there for them. When we say we're there, we're there. Like, we care. We actually care.
It's not for glory. I haven't posted everything everywhere
No,
to say what I've done. You understand
exactly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're talking about real life shit, fam.
Mm, yeah. It's real life. What's really going on out there? And because we know, right? That's why we see the urgency of it. The urgency of something has to happen now, right?
Exactly.
We can't wait. There's incidences every single day now. It's not stopping. It's not easing off. I mean, I heard on, was it a video, I think yesterday on 9-5's video, about what was going on at Carnival, the things we didn't see.
Well, even what he's doing, look at all the videos that he's done. He's got like 2 million streams on YouTube. Why is that not being promoted more?
Yeah.
Why?
This is what I mean. Right, so the reason is because people aren't sharing.
Right, people are not sharing, but they're being ignorant towards it.
The stuff.
It's ignorance. I'm sorry, they'd rather go on Instagram and look at a Gucci bag.
Yeah.
What?
It's like, you just can't believe it, can you? It's just like,
no, I can't.
Hang on. We got some serious shit going on out here. Serious. This is people's lives.
All right. Well, listen. I'm gonna have to go back to work, but I don't know if I have to come off for Prevent to come on. So
no, because I think we can all go in because it said he was unable to join. So I was hoping he'd come on. Right. Let's try you again. We test. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, he's still here.
Right, still here, and we've got 9-5 as well on there. So
yes.
Print. Okay. Because we've got to get changes on the pedos. Like,
oh my God, please don't even get me started.
That has to I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people just like, oh, they're just getting this. We can do something about it.
Well, no, I've heard that they're bringing in this thing. I heard someone say, basically they're classing it as a sexual preference. Are you all right?
Oh my God. But this is what I mean.
Excuse me?
Like, sickening, isn't it? But I mean, when you actually look into the history of this country, right, when you think even down to the BBC, what's his name, Jimmy Savile, like,
well, look how long they covered that up for. They act like they didn't know, but they knew.
Yeah, everybody knew, and they just allowed it. But this is now 2022. We're not having it. And parents, carers, you can stand up now and we can push something through. Right, Prevent a Predator can't get on for some reason, so I don't know why. Which is a shame, right? Because we wanted you.
So badly.
While he's there, just make sure, like big up everything that you're doing, right? We're so grateful that you're out there doing that. We need more people. This is what I was thinking, you know, like we need more people out here doing this. There's the other guy as well, Facebook. He does the same.
Yeah, and he didn't he do a thing on Netflix as well?
Yeah. Stinson. Hunter. That's it, right? So that's what we just need to move this like across the whole of the UK. So we've got every area has got someone like them there doing that same thing, right? We root this
sweet. He said send it again.
Yeah, try again. Right, here we go. Right, let's try again.
But we do. We need every area to be covered. Like we obviously can't rely on certain things.
Got him on. He's on.
Yay!
Yay! Welcome.
Did someone say Facebook hunters or something like that? Did I hear you mention Facebook hunters?
Is it Hunter Stinson or something? Yeah.
Well, you know what? To be honest, as soon as you said about the Facebook hunters, like right now I'm busy in it, but I've got a spare 10-15 minutes to talk about them. Now, basically, what do you think the Facebook hunters are helping?
I don't actually follow what he's doing. You know, like I don't really follow what he's. I just know that he's a person out there who goes for predators.
You know what? I'm not going off.
So I can't vouch for him or not, or I just know that's what I've heard.
Seen his work online.
Yeah, you know what? When I mean the Facebook hunters, I mean like they've got a whole community on Facebook, that like they're all in one community, so they're basically classed as one.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know that. All I was aware of, because I'm not really a Facebook person. You know what I mean? I don't really...
neither me. But you know what?
To be on Facebook, actually.
To be honest, even with like the differences between me and the Facebook hunters is we do things differently. Like, to be honest, yeah, I'll just be real with it, innit, yeah, because I've spoke to quite a few of hunters off Facebook, and you know, we're all doing the same thing, so you know, we're on the same page. But there's some things that I don't agree with. That's not, like, basically I see it as a threat instead of helping. So
Yes.
exposing their face, yeah, that's totally fine. That's what we need. We need awareness, but I don't believe in when they call the police in it, because when they call the police, I've caught predators that they have caught already, and like literally I've interviewed them, I've spoke to them, and I've said to them, look, what happened to you the first time you got caught by this predator team, so and so. It's been multiple times, and they've told me that they got NFA, but then the predator catchers on Facebook are claiming that he's in jail, he got arrested,
Oh, that's no good. Yeah,
he's off
that's
the
no good.
street. Now, for me, yeah, I think that that's not good, because if anything, yeah, once they make that phone call, they know, you know, that that predator is then protected. So once that predator is protected, yeah, literally the police are protecting them. Like they're not trying to put them out, lock them away.
No, they're giving them
There's no room
protection.
in the prison. There's no room in the prison. There's too much man in there. Like, it's full. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're giving them a slap on the hand, and they're just throwing them back out there. Like, they're back out there doing the same thing. But this is the problem. They're not learning. They're not learning. Like, they're not thinking, oh yeah, we got caught by a team. We got handed over to the police. Now we should stop. They're continuing
Just keep doing it.
to keep doing it because they're not scared. But now, for example, let me tell you the difference with when I catch a predator. Now, when I
Yes,
catch a
please.
predator, I stick with the community. I don't call no one else. My policing is the community. It's everyone out there. Like, that's my police, innit? Like, that's how I do it, innit? So when we do catch them, they get cancelled. They are fully cancelled. They will no longer be able to. I know it sounds crazy, but they won't even be able to walk by a school again. They won't be able to walk
And they
to
shouldn't
the
be able
nearest
to.
store
So
again. You know what I'm saying? So I know, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying what other hunters is doing is wrong. Fair play to them. We're all doing a good cause. It's all a good thing at the end of the day. But I absolutely think that calling the police is a thing where they don't actually care. I've had mums crying on their knees on my Instagram, crying to me, say, Mr. Pat, the police are not helping me. I've got video footage of a school teacher touching my daughter's leg during COVID times. I'm saying, raw, is it like that? But I'm getting multiple reports on stuff like that. Parents doing the right thing, like calling the police, trying to make a case. Then the police don't believe them. So what is the point?
No.
You get what
Thank
I'm
you for
saying?
breaking that all down as well. So, like, because I
Yeah.
didn't know all that. And obviously, going forward, we need to be on point. Like yeah.
Sorry, you was cutting out. Sorry. You was cutting out.
Yeah, you was a little bit. Yeah. But people do
Ah,
have a right to know. Of course, we want to know.
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So that, I'm so glad that you've explained how you do that. Now, right, so you're in Birmingham, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in Brum right now, and I ain't been to sleep. I've been in this car since yesterday.
Fucking hell.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm not part time. Like, I'm not part time in it. Obviously, I'm out there all the time. Obviously, sometimes I can't. I gotta be careful with what I'm saying too, as well. So if you know what I mean,
Yeah,
don't want to
no, I can
slip up.
imagine. Now, how can people kind of help get on board? Is there anyone in different areas other than you? Because, like, we need you here.
Well, you know what? To be honest, yeah, that's why. If you ain't, I don't know if you're following me, but for the people that are following me, literally they've seen for the last like few days, I've been putting out there like who wants to join, basically PAP, and I got quite a few catchers that have joined. I've got like literally a lot of youngers. When I mean youngers, I mean people of age that are like 20, 21, 22, 23 that are literally joined the team, and like literally that way we should be able to like even 10 times the amount of predators that get caught. And like if anybody think that anything they've seen so far is anything, they need to be prepared for what I'm about to bring to light. So then they're gonna understand this the way I'm gonna catch so many of them. Yeah, people are gonna
Good.
understand like what's really going on. I need to wake as much people up as I can. I
Yep.
mean, it's been working still. It's 100% been working. I've had loads of good results of what I do. All I'm saying is results. Like when I mean results, I mean good results of
Yeah.
all my
Actual
catches.
results. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually results, not results where NFA results, where I call police and they don't help me, them type of results, not where I call the police like was it my first catch or my second catch? It was my second catch. I called the police. When they turned up, the predator said that we was robbing them. Soon as he said that we was robbing them, it turned to a
Yeah.
whole different thing. It turned to me and my team running from the police instead of standing there with the police, knowing that things can change just from
Yeah.
the predator making the allegation. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
yeah.
I've just got I've just accepted another person on the live. I think he said his listeners
Who's that?
needed to hear what you were saying. All right. I wasn't being rude,
Stop
not reading
check.
the comments. I've just been listening to our guest. All right. So welcome, Stop Checks UK.
Stop checks UK.
Yes.
Come on.
Right. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, if you know me, I don't talk, but I'm just saying it once now. I'm only here for my listeners to tune in, all right?
Okay. All right.
Come on.
And no, yeah. Apologies, we didn't get you on sooner. Right. Okay. So yeah. Right. Sorry. Yeah. Do you want to continue, Pep? Right. So
Yo,
how
stop
would
check.
somebody? Yeah. So if like there's people out there who want your help, they just need to contact you.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking to me or stop checks?
Yes. No, you. Because Stop Checks,
Oh,
I don't
people
think
that
he
want
wants to
my
talk
face.
at all. He just wants his listeners in on this, I think.
So, sorry, say that again. Sorry, say that again.
Yes, I think Stop Check says he doesn't want to speak. He just wants to let his listeners listen to what you're saying.
Oh,
You know,
okay,
like
yeah,
to
say
open
that.
his live.
Okay, then say that again. What you saying?
Yes. Yeah, if you could just break down again, if there's people out there that need your help, know about something, and they want you to get involved, just contact you, yeah?
Yeah, just literally. I know it don't help spamming me, but literally, like you have to. Like I've got over like my whole full box. My inbox is full. Put it that way. My inbox is full. So I'm fighting the inbox problem right now where I'm trying to get to everyone. I mean, a lot of people are probably thinking I'm being rude and that, but yo, literally, yeah, put it this way. If I open 5 messages and it's 5 different situations, I've got to take care of all them 5 things before I can even get to the next problems. But then before you know it, I've got another 100. I'm getting over 100 problems a day. So it's like, how am I going to catch up? How am I ever going to get there?
You
I
need
need,
help. You need help. And
I
like I
need
said, we're going
help.
to help you.
I need help.
We're going to
Yeah.
help you. We're going to push you as much as we can. We get more people on board. I'm glad that more people are coming. But we need, like yourself, in every single area. And I love the way you're doing it. Unlike, you've broken down about them on Facebook. And yeah, I totally agree. The way you're doing it, and that's what we need to copy that blueprint.
Yeah, the way I'm doing it, people are telling me it's working. Like I'm getting all the results in my inbox. People are telling me. Not only that, I'm keeping track of every predator. Every predator I catch, I know where they are. I know where they sleep.
Good.
I know where they go. I
And
know it
that's what we
sounds
need.
mad,
Yeah.
but that's how it should be.
And that's
And
how they should be tracked. Yeah. You're just
yeah,
doing
yeah,
what should be done.
yeah, that's how it should be. And you know, like me, like even opening my team up to like, you know, expand and everything, that should be able to cover a lot of areas around the UK, and I should be able to give the youngest training so they can be catchers too and like literally like get involved. The goals are to make sure every area in the UK is secure. I'm not gonna miss an area. I'm not gonna miss one area. Like literally, for now though, what I've got to do is, because it's like kind of like me and one other guy right now that's actually like out there. We're gonna have to like do like literally like a week in one location and then switch it over to another location, or maybe half a week and then go to another location and another location and another location, and just literally all around. And I'm going straight to London, and literally I'm going everywhere. So it's going to be bigger than like big time still. Going to make sure we catch
Let us know when you're up in London.
majority of them. I wouldn't say all of them because there's too much.
Let us know when you're up in London. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there soon. I'm gonna be there very soon.
Wicked.
I got a lot of things ready for London, so
Brilliant.
yeah.
We definitely need you.
Soon as I'm there, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
Are you following me?
Right. I'm sure I am. I've got quite a few accounts. I've seen you.
Okay.
If I have like over the years, and I'm like, wow, like we need more of you. But you're doing an amazing job. I'm going to read a few messages. So Crystalla's saying, big up everyone coming together today. Lewis says, if there's anything we can do to help, let us know.
One more thing, yeah, I just want everyone to know, yeah, that what I do, I do it alone, innit? So people are probably thinking I've got like a whole team on my PAP page. No, I control my PAP page. I record most of the stuff that I do. I do all the catching. I do everything in it. I do everything off my own back in it. I've got a 1-year-old child, yeah, that I have to go on, you know, I have to fund as well. Like I have to look after my child, and you know, I'm still hearing it. So I just want everyone to know in it. It's not easy in it. It's hard.
I don't know how you've managed.
I do need everyone's help.
Yeah. Well, you've got our full support, and like I said, we'll be pushing, you know, anything that we can do to support you.
Yeah.
And we think you're doing amazing work, right?
Thank you.
We can't thank you enough. Like seriously, like we really can't.
Thank you, man. Like obviously, that's all I want to do in it. I come from like where I come from. Yeah, I come from a dark place in it, so I didn't want to be that sort of guy, knowing that I got a child, and so, you know, if it weren't for my child coming, you know, I probably wouldn't be here today like this. You know what I'm saying?
How long have you been doing this? How, you know, when did you first start?
I started, you know what? To be honest, I've kind of lost track when I started, but I know it's been over a year now. So maybe about a year and a half.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, the pedos, it's an issue that, I mean, we've spoken quite a lot of times on here. You know, it always comes up because they're preying on the kids. Yeah,
but you know what it is as well, yeah? People have got questions. Like, a lot of people blame people as well. Like, I'm tired of the blaming. Like, okay, we can't blame the parents. We can't really... If anything, yeah, it's everyone's fault at the end of the day. Like, everyone should have done this shit ages ago.
Yeah.
Like, this shit should have been happening a long time ago. So if you was meant to say, who do I blame? I wouldn't say, oh, parents. I would say us. When I mean us, I mean you, me, everyone. Like, we're to blame. Like if we would have woke up 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever, even further down the line, we wouldn't have this problem right now.
Yeah. Right, we've
You
got a
know what I'm
question
saying?
here. Somebody's,
Go on.
Ryan has asked, he says, as someone who wants to help, are there
Yeah.
any risks regarding personal safety?
No, so it depends. Okay, then say for safety wise, pull it this way, innit, yeah? Every area you can imagine in the UK, I'm safe to go. So anyone that's rolling with me, that's with my team, yes, they're safe, always safe. Decoys are never exposed as well. Decoys are never shown. So you would never see a decoy's face. Basically, everyone involved in PAP is fully protected to the max.
Brilliant.
Like, when I mean, like, okay, say for example, yeah, a hunting team, yeah, any hunting team can't go any location and pull up and do what they want. They can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it sounds kind of crazy, but they can't do that. You know what I mean? Because, say for example, yeah, I'm cutting out.
No, I can hear you
Okay,
fine.
say for example, yeah, a predator is a roadman, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
For example, yeah? Now, if he's a roadman, most likely he's going to have a shank on him or something on him because that's how roadman move. So
Yeah.
not every hunter could move to any kind of predator because there's predators in
Come in all
all,
forms,
you
don't
know,
they?
they come in different forms, shapes, you know how it goes. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say every hunters that hunt people are safe.
Hang on, I've lost you. It's going round. Right, I think we've lost him for a minute. We got, yeah, I don't know, it might be his Wi-Fi. Because saying that he's in the car, isn't he? But wow, I can't believe the work he's putting in, man. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Right, I don't know if that's him. Well, he's gone now. Hopefully he'll be able to join back. Hang on. Right, we lost you. Pap. Right, I'll stay till he's back. All right, brilliant. Right, you got anything to add to that stop check? Right. Let's see if he can join us back. Right, I've got another request for the live, so I don't know if I should take that in case he's not back for a little bit. But yes, how brilliant today to get him on. All right. Yeah, what he's doing out there, and you can see, can't you? You know, like if we all get on board, promote what he's doing, right? People like actually being part of his team and setting this up in every single area across the whole of the UK, right? We can do this, right? Stop Check UK saying he is a real one. Not many like him. Certainly not. Right? Bless him and bless everyone who's out here who's trying to make a difference. You know, 9-5. I don't know if you're still there. I mean, he said, you know, it's actually good against evil, and you need to pick a side out here. Right, I'll take a few more messages. Please keep in touch with us. Crystalla's saying, Stop Check UK. Yes, please. Right, thank you for joining in today as well. Right, we got Math who's saying, I'm ready to be part of his team. I'm loving all this. I tell you, it's so positive, right? Big up to all of you today, everybody who's joined us, right? Your input, your concern, you're wanting to get involved with stuff, right? And it is children's lives. And we've got to nip all this in the bud with these pedos, all right? I'm not sure if Pap's going to get back on, all right? Or hang on, he might do. Right, here he is. Right. And I've got also Pathetic Subhuman Worm who wants to come on as well. I'm going to have to get Pat back for now. Right, hopefully be back very, very soon. Somebody says Pat videos are the best. Right, you're back.
So my phone's overheating, it obviously.
Oh, I thought
My
that though,
phone's
because you're in the car.
overheating because like a lot of people are trying to contact me while I'm on this as well. So
Oh, I can imagine. You're in
I have
demand,
to.
mate.
I,
Oh, yeah. Glad to get you back on though. But I was just saying, you know,
yeah, I'm
like,
back. It's a bit.
yeah.
The signal's not too good, but basically, yeah, basically, my phone's overheating.
Oh, you got, what is it? An iPhone? Oh, oh, God.
Samsung's for you. iPhones don't do that, unfortunately. I don't
Oh,
think,
I'm with you.
anyways.
Oh,
Yeah, so yeah, basically my phone's overheating. So yeah, as I was saying, continuing with that person's question about so with preventer predator, everyone's safe. Put it that way, you're safe to go any area in the whole of the UK. You're safe to go as preventer predator. But I can't talk for any other team. I'm sorry, I can't talk for any other team because I don't know what sort of protection they
yeah.
have.
This is the thing. You
And
can vouch for yourself and what you're doing.
I can
That's
I can
same. But yeah,
vouch for mine all day,
yeah.
like
It's
all
like
day
us,
for
you know.
mine.
Yeah. It's like we know what, you know, what we're doing, but there's certain people we won't vouch. You know what I mean? Because it's so important what you're doing, what we're doing. It's
Yeah,
people, it's children's lives, and we can't mess
yeah.
about with that.
Can't play no games and like this
There
is the
isn't that.
thing as well. Like even like you've got different kind of predators in it. You've got like obviously like you got a criminal, yeah. You've got like really really dangerous criminals, and then you've got like lightweight criminals. You know what I mean? Like same thing with predators. You've got like a lightweight, a middleweight, and then you've got like dangerous, like so dangerous. Like
Yeah.
the dangerous ones, they're not easy to catch. They're
Mm-hmm.
not easy to catch. They know
Yeah.
they basically study a lot of the hunters in it, so they know how to go round the hunters.
And slip
But
in places. Yeah.
I've got some ways that I'm gonna get them. I'm definitely gonna get them. I mean, I have caught quite a
Good.
lot of really dangerous predators. They are on my page. Like a lot of them are seriously dangerous. But I've noticed that a lot of the I'm not saying that they're all not dangerous. Of course, they're all dangerous. But when I mean dangerous, I mean like
To kids.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's hard to explain, but I think people kind of get the drift where, like, what I'm talking about, like, how dangerous it can get.
It is.
Like, literally, yeah, you've got some that, like, wait it out, like, months and months. You got some that target
Yeah,
the
years.
same day, like, literally the same day, same hour. You know what I mean? So, I would class the ones that like are like literally like trying to get a child now. They're obviously going to be the most dangerous ones. The ones that are waiting months down the line, yeah, they're
Snatching.
still
Yeah.
dangerous. They're still dangerous, yeah, but they're not as. I'm saying
Yeah. Just snatching them, taking them. Yeah. Kidnapping.
now we're tackling the most disgustingest groomers you can imagine, and that's the one that's who you're gonna see exposed on my page.
Good. And bless you for this work that you're doing. Like, yeah,
Thank
it's
you very
something
much.
that needed doing. And like I said, I'm just envisioning this, like we said, right across the UK. Because
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
something
and then
it needs doing, and you're an act, doing activism, doing it. You know what I mean? You're not talking. You're out there. You're doing
yeah,
it.
that's another thing. You got me into the talking now. Like, that's another message for everyone. Like a lot of people out there as well. Stop talking in it. Don't waste my time neither. Don't hit me up and say that you're backing it or you're trying to get involved or anything when you're clearly not. Like, just
Yeah,
forget it. Just
yeah.
don't
Because
waste
you
your
can
time.
see
Don't
straight
waste my
away
time.
who's
I've got
on board. Yeah, You
Yeah.
can see
But you
who's
know
for
what? I
things,
mean,
can't
like,
you?
people tell me, yeah, people tell me like so much lies just to speak to me. Just to say, just to be able to speak to a lie and say, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've done
Say a
this,
whole
I've
load of
I've got
shit.
this experience, I've got that. Then when I call them and that, like, yo, you ready? Like, I'm coming to get you now and that and all this. They're like,
Let's go.
oh
Yeah,
nah. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. That's majority of the elders. That I'm not even gonna lie. That's majority of the
wow.
adults. I call them, and they're not ready for nothing. Like, oh yeah, I'm just taking my child away and all this, and I'm like, okay, look, listen. I hear what you're saying, but you see, I've got a child too, and I can manage to get things done, so and still be out there. So if I can do it, why can't everyone
Exactly.
else do
Because
it?
we
You know
know
what I
what
mean?
it's
So,
like. Yeah, with kids, but still,
but you
because
know what?
we know
But you know
something's
what?
urgent,
Yeah. But sorry to cut
that
you. You
doesn't.
know what's funny
That's all
though?
right.
Like the youngers are more active. I picked up someone at 1 o'clock. Yeah, at 20. I know it sounds mad, but I picked up a 22-year-old girl at 1 o'clock and started training her to 4 o'clock in the morning. Then dropped her
Wow.
home.
Yeah.
And like literally, like people think it's a joke. I'm not playing no games. Like I don't like
This is what I
if
mean.
you're
It's.
willing to jump. Yeah, like if you're willing to jump in, I will phone you at 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. I'm a full timer. I'll be working through the night. But I'm not even gonna lie. Right now, I had to get a night shift job just to take care of my child. You get me? So I had to jump on a night shift. So I'll be working like nine to
Bloody
6 in the
hell.
morning. So any other time than that, I mean, on the weekend throughout the whole night, I'm out there, but obviously in a few weeks I probably won't be doing that, and I'll be back to like my normal me, like I'm out there like in the night every night, you know what I mean? I like to go out at
Yeah.
night too. I'm not just a day
And
catcher. I'm catching in the
can
night
people
too.
donate? Where can people donate? Give you money, right? Because that's what we want to push.
Oh, donate. Oh, you know what,
We want to give you
to
some
be
money,
honest,
man,
yeah,
to
I'm not
keep
even
this
gonna lie.
going.
I was a bit funny about that still, because I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to do this money thing.
Listen,
I don't want people to,
the right people want to
yeah.
give you money, right?
Nah, I
You
hear
need
that.
to
I hear
eat.
that.
You
So,
need to eat. You need to eat, man. You
yeah,
need.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So basically, what I done was, yeah, I had a few people step up to me, like I had artists and that, and certain people, and they had to tell me, they had to like literally force me to put my GoFundMe back in my link on my bio
Yeah,
on my page.
leave it
So
there.
that's where
Leave
the
it
link
there.
is. I've got.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know it's hard to keep it up there, innit? But you know
I know,
what?
because I'm the same. I do
I'm
everything
gonna
for
try my
free.
hardest to keep it up there.
I do everything for free. Yeah. I know what it's like because we've got the passion. We want change. We can see, it's the lives of children. All right. But there's people out here that, are grateful that you're doing what you're doing. So, yes, we want to see the GoFundMe. All right.
Yeah,
Shout
you
out
know
to
what? To be
everybody.
honest,
Jump
yeah,
on the live.
it's the GoFundMe is in my bio, but yeah, it's just there, innit? If people want to use it, they want to use it, innit? I'm not
Just
asking no
leave
one
it
to use
there.
it, yeah? It's just
Yeah.
there, innit? You know
Hmm.
what I mean? But
But
yeah,
yeah,
it's
I'm
good
feeling
to
very
talk to you, yeah?
positive. Sorry?
Yeah, it's good to talk to you. Yeah, right now, I've literally got tons of stuff to do, so I might have to
Me
leave you on
too,
this one
man.
now. I
Me
hear ya.
too.
I
But
hear ya.
lovely to connect with you. All right.
Come on. Yeah.
Please, yeah, just keep us in the loop with everything. All right. As and when you can. All right. No stress. Right. We're with you. We're pushing everything that you're doing.
Come on.
Right. Same
Yeah.
vision. All about, protecting the kids. We're not putting up with this
Always.
any longer, and we're thankful for you. All right. Starting this, doing what you're doing. right? We can't, give you a big enough big up for what you're doing, all right?
Yeah, I
But thank
appreciate
you.
that. I appreciate that.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
appreciate that.
Yo,
I love to
Liznap.
everyone in the chat. Yo,
Yeah,
Liznap.
G.
big up to everyone
I
today, you know.
Listen,
Yo,
listen, you both know
go
me,
on.
yeah, but you know both up his nose she's shit, innit? Anytime you gives no Liz knife, just shout me, I'll come live with you.
Oh, when you're doing
Yeah.
your...
Say no more, G.
Just send me the invite, I'll be there.
Yeah. Come on.
Thank you,
Definitely.
man. Yeah. But I know,
All right,
like I
then.
said, I know you've got a lot you've got to do for the rest of today and that, but thank you for your time. All right, we
Yeah.
appreciate that you've come on.
Wow.
And you broke down what you do, and also given us an insight into, because it's always good to have that insight, because I'm kind of the same, where I've done a lot of work in anti-knife crime, gun crime, and there's a lot of people out there that may not be doing the right thing. So we need to be doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all pushing the same, right? For the things that are going to work. What you're doing is working, and I have absolute faith in what you're doing, and that it's something we can roll out across the UK.
Working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so lots of love. All right, more blessings to you, and thank you for everything. All right.
Yeah. And anyone that needs anything, I know that like my message, like my inbox is full, but just like if you have some important stuff to tell me, just spam the life out of me.
Brilliant. Right, you heard that, people. All right. So that's
Okay,
brilliant
I'm
to
getting
know.
phone calls now. Love everyone.
I
Love
know.
everyone. I
Lots
gotta
of
go.
love. All right. Mwah.
All
And
right, bye.
thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Bless you, man.
Shit, my phone's
It's all right. Oh, all right. Enough love, man. It's going round now.
stuck. I'm
Oh,
stuck in the live.
you're
What
stuck.
the heck? It won't let me out.
Oh no, I don't know what you're gonna do.
Wait there. I'm trying to get out of the live. It's like the live don't want me to go.
Right, hang on. I've got some more people to invite on, so maybe I'll do that, and that might take you off. I think. So try that.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Kick me out, please. Kick me.
I've got 2 people. I'm going to kick you out now.
All right. See ya. All
All
right.
right.
Pat,
Enough love.
everyone.
Right.
Come on. Love everyone. See ya.
Hang on.
Try and kick me out.
Oh,
I don't
hang
know
on.
if I'm 100% getting kicked out.
Hang on. I don't know how to kick out on here. Hang on.
Like it's not even letting me. It's not letting me
Hang on.
exit. It's not letting me get out. Like I'll probably have to close my whole Instagram. I'll probably just do that. So
You might have to. All right. Hang on.
all right, then I'm gonna close my Instagram. See you, everyone.
Sorry.
Pat.
All right.
You know what time it is.
Enough love. All right. See you soon. All right. Right, I'm trying to add up. We've got pathetic, subhuman, and we've also got Sam as well. Right, I'm trying to add you lot up. Right, and if this doesn't connect, then I may have to lock off. All right, here we go. We've got pathetic, subhuman, and he's still there. Right. Okay, view request. It might be my live, possibly. Right, okay. Right, what a pleasure to have Pap on today, doing amazing work out there. Thank you, Crystalla, for arranging all that today, getting you onto the live and that. Enough love to everyone who has joined us today. I will take another live. Shout out to anyone who's just joined us. Okay, Sam says, I was coming up to try and kick him, hun. Big up yourself. Enough love, Sam. Enough love to you, Anthony. Kissy. Right. We're going to add up. We've got Indian Babe, and Pathetic Subhuman. Right. Who have we got? Hello. Hello. Is that you, Sam? I can't see who's joined. But yeah, amazing guy there. Right, who have we got? Hello? Hello? I think that's Sam, I think. Is that Sam? You there, Sam? Right, so I think it was amazing having Pat on earlier, and he said, you know, if anybody wants to get involved with what he's doing, you just need to contact him, and if it's anything urgent, you just need to spam him. All right, but I'm feeling very positive that this, you know, he's out there doing what he's doing, but we need more people like him. All right, so if you know someone who wants to get involved in that, or you want to get involved in that, please do. Right, who have I got up? Crystalla. Who's there? Well, I can't see who else is up on the screen. Right, so you lot get in touch with him, follow him up, right? Get involved with the movement. This is about stamping out paedophiles, right? His tactics work, his methods work. He's doing amazing, you know, exceptional work out here, protecting our children. So, you know, let's give him the support that, you know, he needs. Let's help him. Let's help push what he's doing. He's doing an amazing job. And like I said, very, very thankful for him. Big up to S1 as well, and Krish and everyone else locked in. Right, I will try one more time to get Pathetic Subhuman Worm up. But yeah, just before that, just to let you know, everyone, that we've got an anti-knife crime demo happening on Wednesday outside of New Scotland Yard. We will be marching and walking to deliver a letter to the new Prime Minister. So we'd love you to join us, all right? And Let the Youth Live will be speaking there. We'll be speaking out about, you know, the solutions that we're involved in. Splits 367 says, positive movements, keep up the good work. Enough love to you. Crystalla says, I'm here but won't let me join. Wondered. Panamir, big up to you, and to Carlene as well. Right, one more try. All right, Subhuman can't join us. Right, I think I'm actually going to finish up the live today. It's been an absolutely wonderful live and podcast. I want to big up everybody who's joined us today, everybody who's spoken out, everybody's messages, their input, right? I'm proud of all of you, all right? A wonderful meeting today online. Shout out to Stevlos as well. Right, I'm being told there's no sound. I'm just going to finish up now. Right, so if you're not already following us on all social platforms, it's Let the Youth Live, all right? You can listen to previous podcasts on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please check them out. Leave us a review, all right? We would absolutely love that, all right? Please share our posts. Get involved in some of the life-saving initiatives. We've got 2 petitions out at the moment, all right, with brilliant life-saving initiatives on. We've also got a GoFundMe for the Bleed Control campaign, all right? But it's about change this year. We're in September, all right? Few months left of the year. We want action. We've said this. Cobra meeting, all right? Help people who are doing exceptional work in the community, all right? Big up to Rec, who's just joined us. Who else have we got? Shady Beats as well. Indian Babe says, how can I join the youth club? I'm not sure about that. I can't, I've lost track where that is. Right, so I'm going to finish up for today. I want to send every single one of you, right, love, more blessings, all right? Just remember, you are standing up. You're standing for something, right? You're standing up for the youth. You're standing up for change, right? We can all see, you know, there's not even a government right now. We've not got a prime minister, all right? It's about change, and it's going to come from the people. all right? But I feel very positive. I'm feeling very good, all right? Absolutely love the guests I've had on today as well, and every single one of you, all right? Okay, so have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, the rest of your weekend, all right? We will be back next week, so please just keep following us, and we will, yeah, you'll see when we're on next, all right? Okay, lots of love to everyone, all right? Yeah, I've still got Pathetic Subhuman Worm on the live, but I've tried a lot of times now, but it won't let me accept. So apologies that I didn't get you on. All right. Shady's Beat says lots of love. Back at you, everyone on here. Yep, that's exactly right. Like, I can feel the positivity. I can feel the love. Yeah, people who genuinely care about what the hell is going on out here to our children. I've just seen Islington Healing Network. Enough love to you as always. All right. If you don't know about them, please follow them. Check out the amazing work that they're doing here. Big up to Main Event Mafia. Right, one more question here. Shady's Beats saying you need a buy badge on here. Oh, okay. That's what I do. Ask someone who wants to help. Oh, I've already done that question. Right. Okay, I'm locking off the live today, but as I said, have a wonderful rest of your day, people. All right, and Her Spirit Has Awakened says you're doing a great job. Thank you so much, and thank you always for your support. You're here every time we come on. You are here. You're not even in this country. You're in America. And you still, the support is unreal. Yeah, so lots of love to you, and also our special guests that we had on today as well. Like, I mean, we had Titan from Australia as well. We've got Pap, who's doing exceptional things here in Brum in the UK. All right, lots of love, and big up to my sis Crystalla. You know, without you, I don't know where, you know, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing here now. All right, my darling, but lots of love. All right, I'm gone. I'm out of here.